What is up, guys? We've had another day, actually just day 3 of the incredible World Cup. We had two big powerhouse teams taken to it this morning with France and Argentina. Then we had Peru and Denmark later in the day, followed up with the final game of Nigeria and Croatia. So today we're going to recap all the action that you saw on field, take a closer look at some of the awesome products that were on display. And I don't know, guys, let's, you know what? Let's give away something as well at the very end. So make sure you guys stay tuned. This is SOCCER.com Live. Hello and welcome back. This is SOCCER.com Live. I'm here in the studio today with my good friends Adam and Martin. How you gents doing?
Doing well. Good.
Do have to say, Martin, it's a little weird seeing you not in an England jersey, seeing as you are, in fact, English.
I am, and I've worn an England jersey, I think, the last couple of episodes.
Is this just laundry day?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, just needed a freshen up.
I know you have a backup on the back of your chair
I have a backup here. It's never very far away from me. And also, I just thought I would stand in solidarity with all of our Mexican colleagues here ready for tomorrow's big game.
Of course, can't forget, that's going to be a big one tomorrow. But first and foremost, let's get into some of the action from today. The early morning game with France taking on... I've already forgot who they played. Australia.
Yeah, that was an early one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really early. So for us on the East Coast, that was a 6 a.m. kickoff.
It was, yeah. For any of you on the West Coast, I can only congratulate you if you were up.
Yeah, really.
Go take a nap.
Definitely.
But after the show.
Yes, of course. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the end, otherwise you won't find out the giveaway code.
Yes.
France came out, some of their big boys showed up, their experienced players, had some young guys on the field as well. Might have shown a little bit of inexperience maybe on the world stage.
They are generally they tend to be a younger team, but Pogba and Griezmann, their two biggest stars, and along with Mbappe. But their two biggest stars, Griezmann and Pogba, showed up, and they were the ones that made the difference today. France tends to move into these tournaments a little bit slowly, especially when you look back at Euro 2016. They had that wonder goal that gave them a 2-1 win in the opening game, and they ended up in the final. So I'm not worried about France going forward, but I would like to see a little bit more from the supporting cast and maybe not put all the pressure on Griezmann and Pogba.
I feel like there's always been this sense that France is sometimes a bit of a collection of individual talents, and they don't always function as a team. A bit like England, really, but just a more talented version of England.
No, that's a really good show.
So, they did look a bit kind of disconnected today, especially in attack, and so I would expect that to come together more as the tournament progresses.
I think we saw some of that in Euro as well, because like you mentioned, they did get off slow, and they did kind of start like a disconnected team, but I think just the more time they have together, the better they're going to start to mesh, and hopefully they're able to put it together for a pretty deep run this tournament.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think of France's chances in the tournament. Do you think that, with stars like Mbappe and Griezmann and Dembele, that they can make a run for the trophy? Or do you think that they will fall short? Let us know what you think.
And of course, if you guys do have any other questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the live chat comments section. We'll take any questions that you guys have, and of course, we will answer them. Moving on to the next game, though, probably one of the surprises of the day was Argentina tying Iceland.
Yeah, that was surprising to me, but when you look at what happened, I'm not as surprised as maybe you might think on the face of it, just looking at the result. Iceland, we know how they play. They play counter-attacking soccer. They sit back, defend, and with a team like Argentina, who can play around but maybe don't have the critical finishing.
The final touch, yeah.
Right, even though they have Aguero, they have, of course, Messi, they have Higuain. For some reason, usually it doesn't come to fruition when they play for the national team. So Iceland knows that. They played their game plan to perfection. I'm just a little bit disappointed in the way that Albiceleste played today.
Yeah, I think that people that followed Argentina closely during qualification will not be that surprised. Yeah. There were times in qualification in CONMEBOL where they looked a little laboured going forward, despite having such great attacking talents, and teams know how to just compress the areas that Messi likes to operate in. And if you kind of, obviously stop Messi, you basically stop Argentina. They were obviously able to get the result in the final qualifying game and qualify, but this laid out a marker for the other teams in the group to show how to play against Argentina. It's up to them as a team, the coach, and Messi as captain, to figure out how to beat those teams.
And I think, Adam, you really said it well in the fact that Iceland have their own unique style where they sit in and they wait to kind of counter. They wait for that weak point when you have so many players committed forward. But I think the biggest thing is that Iceland recognizes that they have that unique style, and they don't change it for whoever they play against.
Right.
They'll adapt it here and there, which you saw a little bit today with their defensive mids, some of their center backs. Whenever Messi picked up the ball, there was at least one guy pressuring him one way or another into more Icelandic players. But, I mean, they recognize that, and they execute it so well that, I mean, today, I mean, it really was just an incredible defensive performance.
Yeah, and obviously a lot of comparisons being made between the performance that Cristiano Ronaldo had yesterday, which was just kind of epic, really.
I want to interrupt you real quick because we do actually have an infographic coming later that compares Ronaldo against Iceland in Euro and Messi against Iceland in the FIFA World Cup. So that will at least come up again later.
But for now, let us know what you think of the two performances so far. Ronaldo versus Messi. Obviously, we don't need to ask you who got off to the better start, but who will end up having the better tournament. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll give you a shout out.
I have one question here. Do you think Messi was pressured in the system today?
Yes. Yeah.
He ended up on the floor quite a lot.
A lot,
yeah.
Which makes sense. But I think the coaching staff for Argentina does not set Messi up for success very well. I think when they make the team sheet, or when they put the team sheet together and they make the lineup decisions, I don't think they're starting their best lineup. You have to ask, where is Paulo Dybala? The fans were chanting his name at one point, and he still didn't come on. You have to ask, why is Di Maria not playing well?
And the fact that he is not playing well, why is he still getting time on the field?
Right. And then you also have a guy who's maybe not as proven as some of these superstars, Pavon, being the main service provider for Messi and whoever's playing up top. So I think you have an issue with superstars for their clubs not showing up for Argentina, so Messi feels that he needs to be the man, which of course he does need to be the man in any team that he's playing with. But Messi feels the need to be the man, and I think it's getting to him a little bit.
I think we also see the fact that the coaching staff for Argentina has repeatedly, they always come out and say, Dybala and Messi can't play together. They can't play on the field together. They can't. And we've seen it recently from Dybala. He even said himself, he's like, it's difficult for me and Messi to play on the field together. It's because they're getting inside his own head. Exactly. Personally, I think if you're able to put them on a field together for at least a few training sessions, they're going to work something out. They're both incredibly smart players on the ball. They're both incredibly smart in their positioning. One way or another, something's going to click.
It's got to.
And I think if you're going to really see, if you want to see Argentina move on and you want to see them do well, I think that's what's going to end up having to happen. Is you're going to have to see Dybala and Messi somehow, some way working together on the field.
Exactly.
Moving on from that, Croatia played today as well. Last game of the day, more so a battle of the kits than a true rousing performance on the field, if I may say.
Yeah, although Nigeria didn't wear their more colourful home shirt, this one here, which obviously garnered a lot of press because it sold out really quickly, sold out on SOCCER.com. They wore their darker green away. But obviously the Croatian checkerboard shirt is just a classic.
Yeah,
I love that shirt.
It's iconic.
However, they always seem to look good. You know, they give it a little twist every time, but it's just a brilliant football shirt.
At the end of the day, you can always have a picnic on it if they don't move on. So you never know.
The way they're playing, though, I think they look really, really good. Modric was really buzzing in the midfield today.
He was. I'll be interested to see how they fare against Argentina. Maybe something with a little bit more power behind it. But again, only time is going to tell when those games come. The last match to talk about today was the Peru-Denmark match. Denmark with the 1-0 win.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I was a little sad. You know, Peru, first time in 36 years being at a World Cup. I was rooting for them.
I think
really
they played
was.
well. I think they played pretty well. I think it was a good start for them. Obviously, disappointing they didn't score the penalty. That was a bad miss.
Sergio Ramos.
That one's still orbiting.
Yeah.
That one's still orbiting.
Yeah, if you follow us on Twitter, you'll probably have seen a rather humorous tweet.
Lots of Peru fans are mad at us for that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
we'll take
us?
it.
I'll take it. Me.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Anyway, that game, as we did mention, ended Denmark 1-0 with Peru dropping points there. But I mean, it was another game in the World Cup, and
yeah. Well, I just want to say one thing. A great story out of Denmark. The person who scored the goal, Yusuf Poulsen, plays for Red Bull Leipzig, is one of their main strikers, or at least was. He's taken a little bit of step back now that Timo Werner is coming up. But he actually went to Red Bull Leipzig in the 3rd division of the Bundesliga when they were in the 3rd division, and has worked all the way up to now playing for Denmark in the World Cup, which is kind of a cool story.
it's a great story.
Yeah.
There you go. Can happen to anyone.
Could happen to anyone.
Anyway, that is done with our recap. We are going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with you guys in a quick second. Hello and welcome back to SOCCER.COM Live. It is one of my favorite portions now, the goal tracker, where we take a look at all the goals scored by all the boots and keep track of them throughout the tournament. So of course, up top, we still have the Nike Mercurial Vapor 12. Great goal scorer boot. Obviously, you're seeing it right now as they're just banging in goals. I believe 7 goals on the tournament right now. In second place, kind of close behind, we have 3 goals apiece for the Predator and for the Superfly. 4 for the Predator, excuse me, I'm being corrected here. My apologies. 4 for the Predator, 3 for the Superfly. Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo having just a heyday yesterday. And then we have X coming through at 2 goals, and then we have a 3-way tie with Puma Future, Nike Hypervenom, and Puma 1 seeing goals scored from today. Now, I do want to sit there and tell you guys just a little bit about what we have going on right now at Soccer.com. We have a special buy 2 get 1 free promotion going on right now on all official World Cup accessories. That includes some scarves, some Panini books, which actually Panini books are marked down right now as well.
Yeah, they are. So it's a really good deal. Yeah, basically buy 2 get 1 free. That's on items up to a value of $45. So you'll get basically a maximum of $45 off there. But obviously a great deal if you're getting carried away with World Cup fever like we and want to get some of that gear. It's a great deal available now this weekend.
And on top of that, we also have another Telstar deal going on right now. A nice little promo. So the Telstar is up to 30% off. Now on top of that, we are giving you guys another code for you. It is WCBall20, and that will get you an extra 20% off.
An extra 20% off, which makes the official match ball from, I don't know what it was originally priced at, but it's now only $95. So that's obviously a fantastic deal.
Great deal. And of course, if you guys have seen our show before, you do know that we do offer customization on the soccer ball as well. So you can get matches customized on the Telstar if you so choose. So pretty great deals going on right now.
Yeah.
I might be picking some stuff up for myself. But I do want to take a quick look at the on-field products that we saw today. Some of the ones that may have stood out. I want to start with Kasper Schmeichel.
Yeah, what a game. He was lights out. There was a period of 5 minutes where he made 2 or 3 really, really crucial saves that kept Denmark in the game. But he was rocking the Adidas Predator Pro, which is only $120 right now on site. It's a great glove. It's got great lockdown, so a lot of the times we talk about lockdown, we talk about footwear, but it's the same thing with gloves.
Yeah, you need that stable...
Exactly. It's got this knit back that really hugs the back of your hand, so if you like a negative cut, it's definitely the glove for you. I don't know how many keepers we have out there, but if you are, it's a great negative cut glove.
Definitely looks like it matches up with the energy mode pack.
It is the energy mode pack. It's very bright. You won't be missed. Making great
Kasper
saves.
Schmeichel is rocking these today, paired up with the Laceless Nemesis. 18 plus, yeah. bold statement there from the Denmark keeper.
It's pretty hard not to make a bold statement with Adidas's gear for the World Cup.
Yeah,
at the moment.
that's a fair shout. Moving on from there, we had some great kits on field today. I mean, we already mentioned with Croatia and Nigeria. Fantastic looking stuff. I mean, one of my favorites from today, though, might be the Argentina jersey.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
That's such a solid jersey with obviously the black. Yeah. Black always looks good, but with those pops, that kind of tango inspired
and
stripes
the gold
on the side
crest and everything. Like it's something about it just screams like kind of class. But we also have, I mean, great matchups tomorrow.
Yeah,
great looking jerseys there.
Yeah, in fact, we've actually got a couple of questions. I'll interject with a couple of questions. Actually, several people asking. Abraham Neves is, Navarez is asking, as is Leo Juarez. They're both asking, what is our prediction for Germany-Mexico tomorrow?
Ooh, then I will hand that to you, and I will take this one. I'm sorry, guys. I think Germany's going to win it. I'm holding up the Mexico jersey right now. It feels weird that I just handed it off, I know. But the way Germany are playing right now, absolute powerhouse. I think Mexico is going to have a very tough time stopping basically just that core German group.
I think you're right. I think Germany is probably going to win, not maybe for the goal scoring of Germany, but because it's going to be really difficult to beat Manuel Neuer. I mean, he's one of the best shot stoppers in the world. I think they're going to struggle maybe going forward against the German defense, and then they also have that back line that is Manuel Neuer. It's hard to beat him. Not many people do.
No, and you can't forget their midfield is very, very talented. Attacking-wise, they're very well put together. I am extremely excited to see some of the talent that Mexico's brought to the table. I think they have a great squad, probably one of the strongest they've had in a very long time.
Ella Holland is saying, predict the score. So, you want to go ahead and do that?
I'm going to say 3-1.
3-1 Germany?
I'm going to say 3-1 Germany.
I'm going to say 2-0.
2-0 Germany.
2 goals from Thomas Muller.
So she says 2-1 Germany. Fair
enough.
Yeah, fair prediction.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and say 3-2 Mexico.
Really?
It's just because you're wearing the shirt today. That's what it is, isn't it?
I had a dream last night.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Moving on from that, we did actually see, we got our first glimpse of Puma's goal-scoring prowess today, didn't we?
Yeah, we saw.
Puma won from Aguero,
Yep.
and we had the Puma future from Griezmann. 1 goal apiece on the board for Puma in their Illuminate pack.
Yeah, they're great-looking boots. They're definitely standing out, like we said, with some of the other cleats. They're definitely going to stand out on field, and with performances like Griezmann's today, you're going to see more of them.
Definitely. I do expect the future to slowly climb up the goal-scoring chart. I know Griezmann's one of the only ones in the tournament wearing it.
And Royce.
And Royce as well, yes.
For those of you who don't regularly subscribe to, don't usually watch our YouTube videos, go ahead and subscribe, by the way. Cole does most of our play tests, and I'm pretty sure the Future has been one of your favorite shoes, one of your favorite cleats of the year so far, right?
Yes, it has. Small updates on this version, the 2.1, but it's there's something about the net fit and something about the EvoKnit collar. Everything just works very well together, and you can tell that Puma's really kind of taken their time to kind of build in some feedback and get a very solid performing boot out of it.
Right.
Yeah, if you have any questions about those Puma cleats or any other cleats that you see on field in Russia,
please send them my way.
Send them our way. Send them. Drop a comment in there, and we'll get Cole to respond with his expert opinions.
That's right. So we're going to take a short break with another commercial, but we're going to be right back with you guys after a quick message.
He saw an opening in the defence and achieved the hat-trick. It's one of the tournament's great goals. And this man is rampant now. He might have just won the cup for Germany.
Hey guys, and welcome back to SOCCER.com live in the studio again with Adam and Martin. And now it is time for the interesting part of taking a look at some of the best of social from today. And we are going to start with actually one of our own. Daniel Coben tweeting out this image and caption today. The real GOAT and Victor Moses.
a hot take.
Yes, it is a very hot take. I know Danny's been a big fan, and don't get me wrong, Victor Moses had a great season with Chelsea. I think there might be a few players out there a little better, but I mean,
yeah, I don't know if he had a great game today, but I definitely love the style that Victor Moses brings to the pitch. He's just a generally hard worker.
Yep. Anyway, we had to call Danny out on that one today. Coming up next, though, we have this fantastic shot of one of the stadiums in Russia, actually. I mean, Against the Night Sky just looks very pretty. Definitely a place to be right now. If you're a big soccer fan, that's one of my, I'd give just about anything to be there. Like I did mention earlier, we now actually have an infographic comparing Cristiano Ronaldo against Iceland to Leo Messi against Iceland. As you can see, they weren't able to create a lot there.
No, Iceland obviously very effective at the way that they play, the way they shut down the opponent's top striker. Obviously, I have bad memories of Iceland from Euro 2016, so let's just move on.
Well, I mean, you're looking at Cristiano Ronaldo with 10 shots, Messi with 11, 1 shot on goal to Messi's 3 shots on goal, 0 goals and both teams drew.
Well, I think it's indicative of the way Iceland plays some of these high-powered teams, especially with Portugal and Argentina. They're both teams that rely heavily on one superstar. And Iceland does a good job of surrounding those players, making them play off, and then suffocating some of the auxiliary players around some of these superstars.
Very well put. And of course, our very last one from today is actually a tweet that we put out, a
couple of days ago?
Yeah, I think it was over the week.
It was right at the start of the World Cup.
Right. I think it was Wednesday, actually. Gives you a nice look at our jersey sales by state and kind of who takes the lead there, especially for this World Cup.
Lots of Mexico.
Lots of Mexico. Probably not too surprising, but there are some interesting ones in there. And this is based on, like Cole said, this is based on jersey sales at SOCCER.COM. We've got a few England there in Alaska, Montana, and Connecticut.
Didn't expect Alaska to come out English there.
I know. Well, maybe I need to move to Alaska. I don't know. We'll see. Can I work remotely? Who knows? We've got a couple of Argentina in some interesting states, Idaho, and I believe that is Mississippi. Just really testing my American state geography here. Brazil shows up a couple of times. Colombia represented once in South Dakota. Yeah. So, Colombians representing hard there. And then one of the more interesting ones, the ones that a lot of people have mentioned, is Egypt, being represented by one state, which is our neighbors to the south, South Carolina.
Bit of a shock there, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Mo Salah fans in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Who knew?
There.
Who knew?
And so, now that we've seen this, let's give away a jersey from one of the states there. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to do Germany and Oregon?
Let's do Germany. Let's do Germany.
All right. So today we are going to give away a Germany jersey just in time for their game tomorrow. So all you guys have to do to win is go to soccer.com/Germany and enter the code. I don't know. I've messed this up many times today, so don't judge me on this. Okay.
The code is Mannschaft.
That's really good pronunciation.
Thank you.
As you can see, I'm
a 10th German.
I'm very thankful for Adam to be able to do that today. I've messed it up quite often. I've gotten a lot of flack for it today, but so make sure you guys go to soccer.com/Germany, enter that code, and you guys will be entered for a chance to win a Germany jersey just in time for their matchup tomorrow against Mexico, which I'm very much looking forward to as well.
It's going to be a fantastic game. I mean, whatever happens, I think they're going to be, along with Portugal, Spain, one of the games of the tournament so far.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully it lives up to the hype.
And we can't forget Brazil taking the field later in the day as well. So
first chance to see teams. Brazil, Neymar. I mean, a lot of people picking them, including myself, as potential winners. So,
did you guys see Neymar's hair yet?
Yeah.
It's not great, but the last time a Brazilian striker came out with hair that wasn't great, 2002, Ronaldo.
Yep.
Was that the triangle?
Yes, it was, and Brazil won the World Cup, so it doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll wait to see if the performance can back the swagger of the hair. Anyway, that is all we have for you guys today on this episode of Soccer.com Live. Adam, Martin, thank you guys very much for joining me again. We hope to see you guys tomorrow, and make sure you guys catch all the action and interact with us on all of our social media channels at soccer.com. That's all we got for you guys today. Until tomorrow, we'll see you later.